welcome back to the Rajaj News channel. And guys, this is the next episode of our clone marathon here on the channel. And the next clone trooper that we have is the Star Wars Black Series Clone Captain Rex from the Red Line. I am immediately in love with, this figure already. I haven't taken it out of the box. It's still sealed. I remember getting this as sort of like a deal at the time, or like a figure lot on eBay. And that's pretty much how my collection started back then, was with Wolf, it had Fox, and the main reason I wanted that specific lot was it had Rex here. So I'm really happy to finally unbox him today, get him out of his packaging, out of his plastic prison, and finally have him on my shelf. But yeah, here's the front of the box. So it being from the Red Line, of course you get the Black Series logo up on top, this massive window featuring the figure and the accessories, this awesome portrait here on the side of Rex, with his Phase 2 armor, and then of course the name of the figure right there. And on the side of the box, you do get the number which it falls into the lineup, and the name yet again. On the back, you get, again, this awesome portrait, a description, the Black Series logo, and the number up on top. You get some warnings here on the bottom, and it's like that on the bottom of the box as well. Top, that's pretty much it. So I'll go ahead and finally unbox him, and we can get this review underway. And here he is, out of the packaging. And guys, look at that. It's so awesome finally able to hold this figure for such a long time, for him just sitting there on the shelf. Every day since I had him in my collection, I've been wanting to open him up, but I refuse to, actually open up the packaging until now. And I gotta say, it is well worth the time. Look at this. I love the look of his armor, the amount of detail, everything about the figure already is spot on. But before I, go into more of a deep dive, let's go ahead and review it by starting from top to bottom. Look at the head sculpt. It looks just like Rex. Man, for them actually attempting to make a live action version of Rex is one of the best things ever. And at the time, getting him in the Black Series, man, this is so cool getting to see him, first in hand. I know this is an older figure, but still feels like he's brand new. Of course, you get that awesome photoreal tech. Looks just like Temuera Morrison, a much younger look for like a Temuera Morrison sort of character, kind of like resembling Rex in the series. And then, of course, you do get that awesome blonde buzz cut of his. Looks really good. And of course, he does have movement right here, only at the top of the head. There is no articulation at the neck because this is somewhat of an older figure. So he does get some mobility up and down, a little bit side to side. Looking at the torso, again, really amazing detail right here. You can see right here where it's like molded with the Phase 1, Phase 2 style armor. Looks really nice. And then you also get the pauldron right here. I was trying to think of the word. With this beautiful blue color resembling the rank or the sort of like company that he's associated with. You also get this mag pouch right here on the side of his chest. Just overall, really great detail. And then I hope this shows up on camera, but I just noticed this. Throughout his armor, I don't think that that's like the aging of the figurine in general, but you can see that he has like some literal wear and tear throughout, or like discoloring in the armor. So it's kind of cool. It's like this like tan spot. You can see it kind of right there, in the shoulder pad, right here near the elbow. The chest plate. Oh, there's a good one right there. That shows up well on camera. But yeah, really cool to see that sort of like aging process in the armor. And he does have a ball joint right here in the upper sort of like rib area. So you get some movement side to side, back, and forward. Looking at the arms, arm sticks out right there. It goes about there and about here before, getting in the way of the pauldron. But it is able to go all the way around, kind of like from this direction. So you can kind of like move the arm in a certain way if you wanted to, things like that. But other than, that part, he does have a butterfly joint right here inside of the actual like shoulder blade area. So that's really cool. He does have a double elbow, so you get some pretty good movement right there. And then, of course, some movement right here at the wrist and at the hand, and the other side as well. Arm sticks out right there, and this time the arm can go all the way around, as you just saw. He does have that butterfly joint, the swivel right here near the shoulder, double elbow, of course, so you get some pretty good movement right there. And this is a really cool detail. I love that about, the sort of paint job that they have for the figure. But he actually has the tally marks right here running down the arm and on this side as well. Looking at the waist, he does have like this belt with some ammo pouches and things like that. This belt definitely has some wear and tear. So you can see that there's like some aging right here in the belt. There's a lot of dirt, some aging and discoloration throughout it. He does have two individual holsters right here on the side of his hips for his blaster pistols. And then I always want to see if this accessory will ever come off, because this is a grenade if you ever look it up. I always talk about that. And probably one of the best features about this figure is the soft goods comma. Of course, you can see has that black and blue color running throughout it, and looks amazing. I love the attention to detail with it, for the most part. And looking at the legs, he is able to go almost into a full-on split. He is almost able to go into a sitting position, and his legs go back pretty normal. And he does have a swivel right here in the thighs. Looking at the knees, he does have double knees, so you are able to get pretty far right here over a kneeling position. And take a closer look at those boots. You can see right here he has some awesome detail with the little tally marks as well. And there is lots of discoloration and wear and tear to even the leg armor. So you can see there's this big blaster mark right here on his hip, on this side as well. And there's some sort of like dirt and debris right here near the shin guards. Even in the actual shoes themselves, you can see there's some brown going throughout it. But he is able to go down a little bit. It does go up, and there is rock ankles to get some cool action poses. And now checking out the accessories, he goes with his helmet. Look at the helmet. Oh, it looks just as good as I would expect. I love everything about it, and the attention to detail is spot on. You can see all the welding marks throughout the mask, or the helmet right here in front with the visor, things like that, because Rex has both phase 1 and 2 pieces throughout all his armor basically, but it resembles a lot right here in the helmet. So you can see right here it still leaves the top visor of like the phase 1 helmet, and then the rest of it is basically phase 2. But again, really awesome detail. You had some tally marks each of the sides, the awesome paint job right here with the blue, and the rangefinder actually does move up and down, so that's awesome to see. And it comes in a silver coloring. And to equip the helmet is super simple. You basically just push down just like that, and there you go. And lastly, he goes with his blaster pistols. Looking at the blaster pistols, they're both the same, so I'll just review this one. But they are the iconic, blasters of Captain Rex. So they look really awesome. I love this sort of like black gunmetal sort of like color that goes throughout it. Looks very nice and accurate to what we've seen throughout all types of media involving Rex. You can equip the pistols very nicely inside his hands, but the weird part is his left hand. It doesn't have a trigger finger, so you just kind of have to like press it in there, but it still works. Or if you're not going to use the pistol, you can easily store it right here inside of the holster. It holds inside of there very nicely, and it's very snug. So as an overview of the figure, he is amazing. I am literally left speechless right now because this figure is everything I expect and more. From the articulation to the accessories, everything's on point, and Hasbro was cooking with this figure. I love the attention to detail. Like, figures like these are some of the reasons why I love the Black Series so much. Just the overall detail is what gets me with these figures. And I'm not sure what the re-release shows up, but this is the original like Rex figure, and I'll show you guys why. You can see right here, it does state 2017 as like the date that it was like, reserved for the rights or whatever. So that's how old this figure is. But yeah, going back to what I was talking about with the figure in general, um, this is a really great, Captain Rex. And I'm not sure what the resale value is right now with him, but if you can get your hands on Rex, definitely do so. I do have the recent Phase 1 version that they released for Ahsoka, but a Phase 2, we definitely need him back into the lineup. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you guys enjoyed this second part to the Clone Marathon, then please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. And I'll catch you all on the next one. See you guys.